Good afternoon, people. It's not quite at the time yet, so what I thought we'd do is have a short air conditioning show. It's currently in boost mode, reducing the room to 15 degrees Celsius. So sweaty is my nature. A little bit of COVID porn. That is a full anti-bac. Oh God, yeah. My hands are so dirty, yeah. Just waiting for the audience to build beyond this embarrassing level. Yeah. People are asking about Terry Donovan. Terry Donovan will return. But when? I've got to track him down first. Going live in 10 seconds. Well, we're already live, but you get what I'm saying. Good afternoon, people. It's me with suspiciously orange skin and suspiciously black hair. That's right, I've started doing my own shit in the bathroom. Let's switch off. I believe we've achieved temperature. Now, for some reason, there's only 40 odd people watching, so I could just be an asshole and hang out of shot waiting for the stream to build, but we might be waiting like an old man with a prostate issue. The stream might never build. It might only be a trickle from his acorn cock, so to speak. So here I am with my espresso, just hanging out. I've got a new Kaneing dropping at 6 p.m. if you want to see me doing topical stand-up about the lockdown COVID situation. I've set that to premiere at 6 p.m. Like the channel, subscribe to it. There's lots. Piss off, Beryl. It's not David Dickinson. I've been using something called tan water instead. It's supposed to produce a more natural look, and it hasn't. My thoughts on Piers Morgan, asked Cameron Koza. I think why people are liking Piers Morgan so much is we are in such a situation where we want answers, where we think this is such an injustice, someone must be responsible, that anyone being cunty and asking for questions immediately becomes a hero. To be honest with you, I think if Boris dragged Matt Hancock live onto the Piers Morgan show, and the pair of them both sat either side of Piers Morgan, and he just got a frying pan and just went prick, wanker, prick, prick, wanker, wanker, prick, 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 wanker, prick, wanker, we would probably love it. By the way, I didn't say that word you just think I said Cundy. Any questions for me? The stream's building now to a staggering 128 people. Yes, the jacket, I thought I'd dress up different. And also because the Kaneing that's going to drop at 6 p.m, I'm in a black t-shirt and I didn't want it to be confusing. Like most of you, I've stopped doing washing. I've stopped washing. If you think there are trousers on underneath this, what lying planet are you on? I'm just not doing anything. It took me a run up to get the arseness to shave. Honestly, I did one stroke at a time, then had a break. I don't like doing anything. Do I like okapis? I don't mind okapis. Terry the cabbie will be back. I want to do some lives with Terry on YouTube if you're up for that. But I've got to build the YouTube channel. So I'm doing the bigger events over on Facebook just because the audience is there. But I am loving you, my little YouTube channel. There's good, I don't know, 40, 50,000 of us now. So let's keep it going. There's an absolutely cracking Kaneing dropping later. I'm having a go at people who are talking about their 10 favourite albums, their 10 favourite films. Here's my algebra problem. Those pricks. Soccer's asked, am I wearing socks? Only over my bollocks and bell end. Have I been doing Joe Wicks? No. Listen, no one's doing Joe Wicks. People are watching Joe Wicks whilst eating yogurt in the morning so they feel better. Does anyone know anyone who's actually doing Joe Wicks? Because I don't. Aubrey's got, have you got any tips for starting out on YouTube? I am starting out on YouTube. I never bothered to build it. So I'm just trying to get it going on here. We're up to a solid start, 40, 50,000. I'll keep posting content. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we can do some more shit on here. I want to do a live on here. I want to bring guests on. Any questions from anyone, I will answer them. I'm here for 15, 20 minutes now. Ross, when I came to see you in Southend, Chris Ramsey was your warm-up. Are you? Missed the rest of the question. Chris is great, though. Have I run 5K? No. Do you know what I don't understand? Running. What a pointless load of boring shit running and jogging is. It's the only thing more boring than that is football. Running, just putting one foot in front of each other while you move along. Evolve? What are you, a fucking monkey, a panther? What are you? I go forward through the forest like a basic animal. Do I have freckles? Do I? I don't think so. People have been asking me what my dad would make of the COVIDs. He wouldn't trust it. It's Chinese. You want to bomb the whole country. It's the only thing that could be done. Xinjiang Entertainment's asked, what do I think of the NHSPP situation? I did that on my last Kaneing. Have a look. How's my daughter? My daughter is a satanic eye-rolling ball of energy who I have to put holy water on her forehead just to see if it fucking sizzles. I call a priest before I call a doctor. She's one of those. Fatima Sahir's asking Evil Genius episodes. Well, I've obviously had to take a break because I can't film the bloody thing. As soon as we can get the technology to work, we're going to do it. Can we see your dog? I'll see if I can bring him up. Lindsay, if you're watching this, bring the dog up the stairs. Hosin Duck is my dad has asked, will you adopt me? The fact that your profile name implies the insertion of Chinese food up your own bumhole sort of precludes me from the desire of adopting you. Johanna's asking if Lindsay is talking me to death. Does anyone live with someone who talks before they've woken up? Lindsay will talk at my eye as I'm waking up. This will be me asleep and then my eye. We need to get some shopping from Ocado into the eye. I've ever considered a different colour other than magnolia. This isn't magnolia, this is auburn. Am I writing another book? No, I'm having a break, fuck that. My Freddy teeth are broken, Molly Malone, and you know it. Very insensitive. What's the best live band I've seen? I'll tell you who I went to see. I don't know if it counts as a band, but I went to see Wretch 3-2 live, and he was fucking sick, hick, Sickington Parkway, sicker than my nan's dog, which is dead. That's how sick he was. Any other questions? Vanessa, I agree. A 6-part comedy or drama series based on The Son of a Silverback. I should be so lucky. Does anyone know if they can get Craig Fairbrass to play my dad? If you can persuade Craig Fairbrass to play my old man in Son of a Silverback, you've got a deal. Billy Edwards asking my top 3 fiction books. That would be probably Madame Bovary, probably by Flaubert, probably The Sea by Iris Murdoch, and probably what else? Some sort of non-fiction book like The Village Effect by Susan Pinker. Have you and Lindsay made a lockdown baby? We'll never have another baby. We will never, ever have another baby. We won't. One's enough. One's plenty. Do you know what would have been enough? Half a child would have done us. Half a baby. Why isn't that an option? Nothing wrong with it. Just a torso that adores you. With a hand so it can communicate. I love you, Daddy. Oh, look, can't speak. Hasn't got a fucking head. What a shame. Favourite book genre? You say that, Mr. or Miss Arlie didn't get the first name. I go fiction, non-fiction on rotate. I do love a story. That's the girly side of me. Do I like ginger nuts? Of course. Who doesn't like ginger nuts? Why did I go into comedy? Asked Molly Malone. I was working at an office and everyone was like, oh my God, you're the funny one at the office. Why didn't you try stand-up? I'd never heard of it, didn't know what it was. I thought stand-up was some old man thing where people make racist jokes in a pub. Didn't know anything about alternative comedy, never heard of the Edinburgh Festival. So I started stand-up for a dare. Literally did it for a dare. Should I see if I can fetch Colin, my pug? Do you want to see him? I mean, I feel like it would fall flat. I'm just going to lift a dog up. Thoughts on Simon Cowell? None. Just, I mean, why would I have thoughts? Johanna's asked where I did my degree. Which Oxford College did I do my degree at? Middlesex University. Michael Cullen's asked, did I make this jacket? No, I did not, you cheeky fucker. What's that supposed to mean? That could be a compliment. Where's the picture gone? Yeah, I forgot to stack my Norman Wisdom picture over there and pretend pretend the room has got some decoration on it. This is how sad I am. I'm reading The Ultimate Cat Book. Different breeds of cat. Sad fucker. Thoughts on Ricky Gervais? I love him. Jericho D. Who's the most famous person you've met? Dustin Hoffman? Philippa Bayliss. Favourite genre of porn? Snuff. Someone's asked, is my net worth is that 1.5 million or between 1 and 5 million? Smoky Burger. Is my net worth 15 million? What are you asking? How do I work out what my net worth is? What are you watching on Netflix? I've sort of burned everything that's decent on there. Obviously done Tiger King and its rip-off 8th episode that has just been opportunistically made. And now I'm cruising into like BBC4 documentaries trying to improve my brain because, you know, there's only so many reality TVs I can watch. Going to Boots is like an assault course. Great. Fahrenheit 11.9, I've seen that. My degree was in English literature, of course, Molly Malone. And you sound like a character from a James Joyce book. I'm sure you've been told that before. Do I like Maryland cookies? Are all your questions going to be biscuit-based, Only Joy? I'm guessing you're about 9 because the circle of your experience seems to be, what biscuits do you like? Have you ever touched a girl's boobs through her cardigan? I have. Me and the boys were out and I'd had too much Coca-Cola and then I touched a girl's boobs through her cardigan and she hit me and then I cried. Yes, Susie Cream Cheese, we are getting a new kitten after the tragic demise of my Keith. The only problem is, how do you safely get a kitten respecting lockdown protocols? If you want to know, the answer is you have to use a vet or someone licensed to collect the kitten on your behalf, anti-bac a carrier, collect the cat, bring it to the house, anti-bac the carrier it's come out of, anti-bac the cat, put it into your sterilised container and bring it in. So that's what we're going to do. A lilac Burmese, that's the plan. It's called Terry. Frank Spencer or Tommy Cooper? Tommy Cooper, obviously KCX. How do I find the audiences in Ireland compared to the UK? Someone asked. I've missed your name, really sorry. Well, I have to be careful what I say here because I love gigging in the UK, my home country, but they really do fucking go for it in Ireland. There's no doubt about it, particularly compared to London and the southeast where I'm used to gigging. You go on stage in London, don't laugh too quickly. Make him work for it, Jeremy. Laughter is a sign of weakness. Clap him, but not too much. Throw him a dove. Improvise. Whereas in Ireland, they're like, we've left the fucking house. Let's just try and have a fucking good time anyway. Even if your man only touches the fucking microphone, I'd be laughing. They just go for it. Come to Liverpool, says Gaz Riley. I did. I'm a fucking sure, Gaz. Where were you? I had a fucking great time. It was fucking boss. Have I watched Netflix Abducted in Plain Sight? I haven't. I'll have a look at that. Best way to get over a breakup. Bottle of vodka, rampant rabbit, and I was going to make a drugs joke, but I won't. By the way, I hate drugs. A lot of people are, the way you bounce around, man. Oh my God, you must be on drugs the way you bounce around. Listen to me. I cannot stand those types of drugs, not because I'm some sort of moral crusader, but because everyone I know who takes those types of drugs turns into a bellend once they've taken them. I've never met anyone who improves on those chemicals. And do you know what's fucking depressing? What's depressing is how if you see someone like me bouncing around, improvising, spinning, the average man, particularly white working class man, says, do you know what? There is no fucking way you're not on the sniff. He must be on a fucking sniff. Do you realise what a depressing commentary that is on your personality, Gary, Dave, Kev, Lee? That you think that if you see a man who's slightly able to express himself with energy, that he must be on drugs. How fucking boring is your life without chemicals? Monday, went to work. Tuesday, went to work. Wednesday, work. Thursday, work. Friday, smashed a gram. Had a great night out. Monday, went to work. It's not ADHD either, whoever said that, using people's serious ailments. It's simply, I've got slightly high energy and like using words. Some people have personalities. Get over it. Someone's accusing me of dyeing my hair there. My hair, as you can see, has grey in it. And not only is it grey in it, but it has auburn blonde streaks at the top. I wish I could fucking achieve autumnal highlights at home. What's going to happen over the next 6 weeks is my hair's going to grow out so that I've got Philip Schofield grey at the side, horrible Cruella de Vil grey streaks on top, and blonde ginger bits in the middle. I'm going to look like someone put 2 cats in a food processor, turned it on, and emptied the mess onto my fucking face. Why don't you do programmes at your shows? What does that mean, Mr. and Mrs. Hawkins? What's my most embarrassing moment? Oh, man. What is your worst gig ever? When a dog sniffed my bollocks when I was on stage. Definitely. Do I consider myself a misanthrope? No, I fucking love and really interested in people. I'd love to do a chat show. If people can't see the grey bits in my hair, I feel sorry for them. Running gives you the best natural high, bro, says Alicia Joyce. Well, we're never going to be friends. Unfollow, leave the chat. Hey, man, getting such a high from running. What about now? Elbow to the face. Favourite episode of Evil Genius, asked David Forey. Easy. David, by the way, is asking about my BBC Radio 4 show, Evil Genius, where we take icons from history and we assess whether they were more evil or genius. Easily Gandhi. Has everyone heard of Mahatma Gandhi? Some call him the father of India. A peace campaigner, politician. Do we all know who Gandhi is, right? So, I'll give you a little evil genius fact. What do you think was the first civil rights law that Gandhi got passed into law? So he fought for a law and got it passed, okay, in South Africa. What do you think that law was? Now, many of you will be thinking it's something to do with robe-wearing, huggy-feely equality, something based on love and the equality of man. Wrong. Gandhi got a law passed so that Indian people could queue separately from African people at queues in the post office because he didn't even want to stand near the African people whose heritage and right it was to live in South Africa. In other words, racist fucker. It was in South Africa, Rob, where he lived first. There we are, racist fucker. He also was very proud of the fact he was celibate. How do you think Gandhi proved that he was celibate? Anyone know? He used to go to bed with his naked teenage niece under the sheets with him and then wake up the next morning and go, everybody, I didn't fuck her. Wow. He still got voted genius though, because he did do quite a lot of good shit as well. Do I exercise, asked Zayn Ali? Of course I do. Can you not tell? Look at them guns, man, them. Yes, Susie Cream Cheese got it right, although I don't think Susie Cream Cheese should be commenting on consensual sex with a name like Susie Cream Cheese. Am I going to be starring any more stand-up sketch show on ITV? Well, I was in, I think, 4 out of 6 episodes this series. That does me. What's my favourite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie? Asked Iblis Cat. I think probably the first Kickboxer. Now, you probably think I'm not going to know. His opponent was called Tong Po. Do you remember? He fights Tong Po. And who's Jean-Claude Van Damme shagging in that first movie? Mei Ling. Tong Po kidnaps Mei Ling, and in the middle of the fight, he says something which provokes him into killing him. You'll bleed like Mei Ling. Mei Ling, good. Fuck. And then Jean-Claude Van Damme goes with a fire stick and kicks his ass. Thank you, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Knowledge. Someone's asking for a Brummie accent. It's absolutely one of the fucking easiest accents to do, the Birmingham accent. No problem at all. Have I been to Australia? Asked Gen C. Are you joking? I've done 4 tours there, and I've also managed to bag myself the Barry, which is the biggest comedy award you can win at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. Thank you very much. What's the favourite gig I've ever done? Asked Molly Malone. Probably some sort of festival gig, like where it's like Reading or Leeds and there's 5,000 people making you feel like a rock star and it's amazing, up until a bottle of piss hits you on the forehead. Then you remember you're just a silly jester. Have I done any home improvements that I'm proud of? Asked the street. No, I haven't, because I can't do anything. I've got no physical skills. I've got no man skills. My dad had loads of man skills. He could look at a shelf and put it up. Get up, slag! On the wall. And I've got nothing. What do I think of medical cannabis in the UK? Nothing, obviously. Why would I think anything? Where did I get my jacket from? It's a good question. I would imagine ASOS, because I haven't gone to the shops for about 10 years. Nearly or normally would be an ASOS jacket, but this happens to be a maker called Noose and Monkey. I've had it ages. The trousers are shit, so I never wear it. Not TK Maxx, Mr. and Mrs. Hawkins, you bellend. Do I like rugby? Asked John Calshaw. Is that a joke? I'm like a pepperoni with hair on. You were at the Lowry. I nearly went into labour from laughing my arse off. Glad to hear that. What is your number? Do I like rugby? No, I don't. Favourite crisps, beef and onion, Walkers. Thoughts on America? Continent or country? Nice to go to on holiday. Wouldn't want to live somewhere where guns are illegal. Do I have an Xbox or a PS4? Neither, because I have hair on my genitals and I've completed puberty. Grow up! Which band would you pay money to see after lockdown? Oh, that's a good one. I don't know, is it a bit Dad on the Dance Floor? I like hip hop. I think I'd love to go and see Drake or something like that. Russell, if you ever get prostate cancer, you will soon be using cannabis oil. I mean, Paul Robinson, how angry did you get then? What do you think of cannabis oil? I'm sorry, I don't have an opinion. Yeah? Well, wait till you get cancer. You'll soon have an opinion then. Fucking hell, Paul. Here's a suggestion. Put some of that cannabis oil on a Rizzler and smoke it, you angry bastard. Helen Johnson asks, will you come to Belgium? Let me think. No, fuck off. Just you enjoyed coming Treorchy before? Yeah. Well, that gig in Treorchy was my last gig before lockdown and I lost. The whole tour's gone. Every single tour date gone. Every bit of corporate work gone. Every bit of telly work up until tonight. I'm on BBC One tonight, thankfully, for charity, doing the big night in. Watch that. But other than that, my diary's just cleared. No support. Nothing. I'm lucky I've got some dollar in the bank or I'd be fucked. Mark Hogan says, I hear the COVIDs can turn your skin dark. Thoughts? Well, they'll probably be injecting COVIDs at the top layer of the membrane in Essex. What does everyone think of my ironic glasses? Hey guys, I just really I'm on here. I just want to talk about my album that's coming. It's called Beats and Bleeps. It's a fusion of techno music. We've got some German functional industrial techno we're going to lay over the top of that. I'm dropping that. I also got my smoothie chain going on. We're going to be selling smoothies up and down Santa Monica. So just head to Spotify, or Spotify as we call it in America. You go there, you get the album, you download it, Beats and Bleeps. Yeah, man. There you go. It's a new character. Is Lindsay funny? Incredibly. Have I ever gigged in Wales? Are you joking, Valencia? That's your new name. You're so much of a bellend, you have to live in Valencia. What time is it? We're nearing the end of our journey. Project Karma asks, can I do an impression of a hillbilly explaining the COVIDs? Okay, let's try. Well, you see, I believe that coronavirus is a whole load of horse shit. Well, there ain't nothing that no big little finger of whiskey can't cure. And I go out there and start exploring with some pretty lady by my side. Ain't no COVID-19 gonna stop me getting my oats. Horse shit. There you go. How was that? What do I think? Trump is like a toddler. A fat toddler. That's what I think. Would I go to Belfast again? It's always slightly threatening. Will you return to Belfast? Declare your intentions, wee man! Do I remember the Brentford show when the bird in the front row turned up mega late? Yes, I do. It was very, 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 very funny. Noah Bowie said that's offensive to toddlers. Good point. What is my pet peeve? See all of my work from the last decade. Matthew McNeil has asked what car I drive. A BMW 5 Series from 1986 I drive on a Sunday, and something very normal in the week. a DS7 rechargeable car for my tour. Well, you go to Yorkshire again. Of course, I fuck it will. I love it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this has got about as electric as it's going to get. Thank you very much for joining me for another Ask Me Anything live. Mr. and Mrs. Hawking, you're clearly blanking the program question. We don't know what you mean. What does that mean? Why don't I do programs on my channel? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? Can you just clear up what you mean by that? I'm not ignoring you. My favourite Marvel film ever is the new one, the Harley Quinn. Is that Marvel? I've got that to watch. I think that's quite good. Program the booklet thingy at your shows. Oh, why don't I do printed booklets at my shows? Because everything's online now and I can't be asked. I mean, if you like, I can hand out VHS videos and we can do cave paintings afterwards. Really, if I can get back to basics. What I could do is chalk a description of the show on the floor of a cave and we can all go and look at it afterwards. And then I can send you it on Betamax. Fuck's sake. It's not costs. It's just pointless. Those things have stopped. Russell, I didn't get to read that. Give me a shout out, please, says Rosie New. No, I won't do a shout out to Rosie New. Forgot to buy my partner a birthday present. Any last minute suggestions? Quite simple, Anna. Take the shaft right down to the balls and keep gagging on it until he's done. He'll be fine then, trust me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to... No, Gary. I don't care if it's your birthday. No, Gary, no, Gary. Yeah, exactly. How do I keep my hair so good? Well, I keep getting trolled about my hair. I've been accused of using Just for Men, when in fact it is the leftover remnants of my haircut before, mixed with my pathetic attempts to cover up my greys at the side, which I won't be doing as I keep getting trolled for doing it. So maybe I'll just go full Schofield. I'm starting to get a heavy pelt at the sides now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that really has to be it. We're nearly at the... We'll finish at half hour. That means we've got 2 more minutes. Will you be coming back to Bristol? Of course I will. Like most people, I'm waiting for the Colston Hall to reopen. What is my favourite song ever? Favourite song ever? It changes all the time. Really am. I'm honestly, probably some techno or dance house music from the mid-90s, early noughties when I used to do it. Something like that I don't know the title of. MT asks, any tip on being a first-time dad? Don't do it. It's not too late to back out. Remember, no one got pregnant through the face. Use alternative methods. Someone's saying it's not PG. This is not a kid's show. Anyone who is under 14 watching this, you shouldn't be watching it. Don't watch. This isn't for you. This is an adult's channel. And if you are sat there watching it with your parents, bad parent, it's still right. He hears all of this all the time at home. Honestly, there's nothing you can say on here that my 13-year-old doesn't hear. Really? Well, social services then, you shite parent. How's life in quarantine? A combination of boring, lovely having a rest, and it's a new emotion I've never experienced before. I've never been bored while wanking. Obviously, everyone's masturbated. Everyone's been bored. But I've never had a bored wank before. Not bored during. A unique... Oh, for fuck's sake, I suppose I better get through this. Oh, I can't be fucking bothered. Really weird. Really weird. Will Palmer says, I'm 46, gave it up ages ago. I imagine Will Palmer's just blowing out dust by month 2 of quarantine. He's masturbated down to the talcum powder. Do you like gorillas? Yeah, right. Gen C, how many kids do I want? Less than 1, and it's too late. What's favourite evil genius? We've had that question. Gandhi. Big up the wife in the Royal Gwent Hospital, shrub pants. Will you not do an impression of Mark Wright? If you don't know, Mark Wright's from Essex. Like, But at the end of the day, like, you're asking me, Michelle, if I love you. And, like, I'm not saying that I don't not love you. It's complicated. But I'm not pulling away from love. When I love you, I'm not loving you as a way of showing the depth of it because I'm scared. That's why when I do go with another bird and when I'm fucking another bird, I'm expressing my overlove for you into that other woman. Do you know what I mean? There you go. I didn't even know it was St. George's Day, Amber Sand. Isn't that awful? A terrible, unpatriotic little shit that I am. What is the favourite thing my child does? Goes to sleep, of course, Molly. Do you worry about catching the COVIDs at the supermarket? Oh, I've got the COVIDs with a whoopsie sticker on, 2 for 1 in Asda. Will you NHS clap? Of course I will, motherfucker. Jake McDonald pack. Have you ever been to Germany? Yeah, I have. It was absolutely outrageously good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are there. 30 minutes. Warm salad. What am I like? Thank you very much, Kermit. Thank you very much, David Fitzgerald, for showing this to his 12-year-old. Thank you very much for thanking me, Molly. Do people come up to you when I'm out? I don't go out, James Gill. I sit in my house getting my shopping delivered like a cowardly COVID fuck. Good afternoon. Like, subscribe my channel. Tell other people about it. 40,000's all right, but I can't really give you the meaty shit till we're in the 100, 200k mark. So let's get the subscriptions up. That said, brand new 7-minute Kaneing dropping tonight with all the things that are going on during lockdown. Make sure you see it. I love you. Bye.